Look at this place. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the guy? The guy who's got everything. Now, I've got gadgets and gadgets aplenty. I have who's-its and what's-its galore. If you're interested in thingamabobs, I've got 20. But when we look at the deeper issues, who cares? It is no big deal. We want more. We want to be where the people are. We want to go, we want to see them dancing. Running around on those feet. Now there are those who claim we can keep doing what we've always done. But I believe that flipping your fins, you don't get too far. Legs are required for jumping and for dancing. Running around on those streets. Up where they walk. Up where they run. Up where they play all day under a non-threatening sun. Wandering free. We wish we could be part of that world. And I want you to think about that world. I want you to think about the fact that, look, I believe if you work with me, and if we work together, that my administration and I can show you a whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no, or where to go, or say we're only dreaming. A whole new world, and don't you dare close your eyes to this, with new horizons to pursue. And now that we are way up here, it is crystal clear that I have the honor and the opportunity of creating a whole new world with you, and I know it is hard. And I know that times are tough. And I know that we have been fighting multiple wars abroad, and that we have had an economic recession that has not been greater since the Great Depression. I know that people are nervous. And I know that there are days when you think, what's going to happen next month? What's going to happen next week? That's why I have a new policy that I'm introducing. It is an important policy. It stems from the continent that my father is from, Africa. And, well, essentially, it's Hakuna Matata. Oh my God. What a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata. It ain't no laughing Chris. Now, let me be clear. It means no worries for the rest of your days. It is our problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata. Now, my buddy over here, Joe Biden, when he was a young warthog, when I was a young warthog! That's very nice, Uncle Joe. Well, you know what, actually, enough about Joe Biden. He used to clear the Amtrak train after every meal. I just want to say that we live in a world where from the day we arrive on this planet and blinking, step into the sun, there is more to see than can ever be seen. There is more to do than can ever be done. Now look, there is far too much to take in here. There is more to find than can ever be found. But with the sun rolling high on the sapphire sky, it keeps great and small on the endless ground. It is the circle of life. And the circle of life is important because, look, you may think you own whatever land you land on. That the earth is just a dead thing you can claim. But I believe that we know every rock and tree and creature has a life, has a spirit, has a name. Now, you may think the only people who are people aren't just the people whispering, I can hear you, are the people who look and think like you. But if you were to walk the footsteps of a stranger, you learn things you never knew. You never knew. Now, let me ask you. Have you ever heard the wolf cry to the full corn moon? Or ask the grinning bobcat why he grinned? Can you sing with all the voices of the mountain? Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? I'd like to invite you to come run the hidden pine trails of the forest. Come taste the sun-sweet berries of the earth. Could we all roll around in all the riches all around us, and for once, never wonder what they are worth? The rainstorm and the river are our brothers. The heron and the otter, they are our friends. And we are all connected to each other in a circle, in a hoop that never ends. Now, let me ask you, how high does the sycamore grow? If you cut it down, you may never know. And you will never know what the wolf sounds like when he's singing to the full-corn moon, or whether we are white or copper-skinned. We need to sing with all the voices of the mountain, need to paint with all the colors of the wind. You can own the earth and still. All you own is earth until. You can paint with all the colors of the wind. And let me just say one more thing. Just one more thing. I do believe that there is a way out. But there are those who have continued to call me names. Riff-raff, street rat. Look, I don't buy that. If only you looked closer, would you see a socialist dictator boy? No, sir. You'd find out there's so much more to me, and there is so much more to you. And what I want to say there, if I can just remember the next line, if we really look at it, I just want to say,